So my vild gulerod has finished flowering and starting to set a bunch of seeds. And they're very decorative. So some of them will stay, but I'll also collect some because then I can grow them later on. So what I'll do, all these ones, when they turn all brown and all really crumbled together like this, like a ball almost, and turn brown and all dry, notice, then you can just gently pinch them a little bit here and all these new seeds come. And what I do, I'll collect them in my coffee filter here with a name tag on until I will sow them. These ones I will keep until I sow in my greenhouse, winter sowing. So I'm going to show you how I do it right now.
For this, we're using regular potting soil because it's the cheapest. We did add water beforehand. That'll help our seeds not get lost and tossed around in the tray.
Oh, and if you want to see a great video on how to winter sow, click the link here.
Good job, Lars.
So I'm sowing my vild gulerod, the Dara variety, and look at the seeds here. Aren't they gorgeous? How they just folded up, covered there. So I'm trying to drizzle them out here now, just like that. There you can see them, tiny, tiny seeds. So I'll just use the dried flower head here just to drizzle them here. Just putting a bunch of those down there, because there is a chance of that some of them might not germinate. So better have more is better. And then I'll cover with a handful of soil on top. There we go. And last thing is I need my sign with a name on, because it's super easy to forget which one it was. Now I'm going to place it in the greenhouse and I'll make sure that this doesn't dry out. If it starts to be dry here, I'll give it some water with my spray, and then in spring, when it gets warmer, it will start to germinate and be ready to plant it out in the garden.
Now it's time to place these in the glass house. They're going to need sunlight and they're going to need to be watered once every 2 weeks with a little sprayer. Just keep an eye on them. Once these seedlings start to sprout, they'll be ready to plant out directly in the garden come springtime.
So it has been 3 months and these vild gulerod has sprouted, and when they have the second set of leaves, it's time for me that I can repot it in a bigger pot until they are a little bit bigger, and then I'll plant it out in the garden. If you don't have the time or the space, you could also plant them right out in your garden from this tray.